All right. So Mondays, I always love the feeling of a fresh start. We have so much coming up. We've got the CEO Habits group that starts next week, but we have something really super special for today. A lot of you guys said that the number one thing that you would love to hear about is more about the products and the people behind them. So I'm pretty excited because Dr. Michael Hartman said he would hop on this Zoom and just share with us for 10 or 15 minutes, which is it 8 o'clock there right now, Dr. Hartman? What time is it?
It is. It's
Okay.
8 a.m.
Well, I'm not a morning person, so good on you. I'm impressed. I don't know if you saw this. I sent it to you yesterday a little late, but
Yep.
one of the questions was, why did you pick these particular products for the reset? And is it important that you take them in the order that it's listed on the box? So if you can hit on that, that would be awesome. But you can also just share like your history and all the good stuff. But thank you again for doing this. We're so excited. And I talk a lot, so I'm going to mute myself.
That's awesome. I'm happy to be here, excited to be here. Just like a lot of you, I have 3 little kids, so I've been up and at them for a couple hours now, packing lunches, and our school here starts a little bit later, so I have a few that are leaving shortly. But my background is nutrition and metabolism. I came through kind of the academic side of things, worked as a university college professor for a lot of years, transitioned over to industry where I'm still doing research. I'm still teaching. It's just now in a little different environment than a college classroom. But the Plexus reset is super exciting, and everybody that's worked on that, everybody that's had a hand in that project has just really overextended themselves and outperformed all expectations. And you guys are doing awesome in the field, and it's moving great, and everybody's super excited about it. The products we selected were really designed to really accomplish specific goals. So the day starts with hydrate. So electrolytes and minerals to start the day. From there, you move into the lean meal replacement shake where you're getting protein and fiber and able just to really provide optimal nutrition that's convenient and portable and easy to take with you. From there, it's slim hunger control, which has numerous benefits, but the greatest one is the appetite control aspect. So polydextrose is a source of prebiotic fiber. It helps to pull water into the gut. That water and that fiber really helps to make you feel full or satiated. So your morning is starting with great just products that everybody knows and loves: Hydrate, Lean, Slim HC. And then we introduced a brand new collagen bone broth. And this is 20 grams of collagen protein. This is really what's going to take the place for lunch throughout the reset. From there, it's Active and the Smart Snack Bar. So the Smart Snack Bar, Active is another one everybody knows and loves. Energy, clean energy, mental focus. The Smart Snack Bar is 7 grams of protein from whey protein isolate, but it also has fiber. And the 2 nutrients that really help with satiety are protein and fiber. So we made sure to really introduce those at multiple time points throughout the day. So you're getting protein basically for breakfast, lunch, and dinner through the lean shakes and the soups, and then also the snack bar. And then you're getting fiber at multiple places throughout the day. For dinner, it's the collagen tomato soup. Just a really great tomato herb flavor that so many people are excited about. And then the day ends with Plexus Restore. And this is a brand new product exclusive to the reset that really combines ingredients to accomplish 3 things. So it's going to help with appetite control. There's a specific ingredient in there, a yeast hydrolysate, and that really helps to signal something in your body called ghrelin, which is considered the hunger hormone. So really, this is working through the gut-brain axis. So the nutrient you're consuming in your body is signaling your body to produce ghrelin, which is really helping to keep your appetite under control. Some of the other nutrients in there help with stress support. Anytime you have a big lifestyle change, anytime you change your diet, there's going to be some stress, physical stress, psychological stress. So providing nutrients that are considered adaptogens help our body deal with stress. And then the last blend is really a combination of ingredients that really helps to support just stomach soothing, how you feel. There is a spinach leaf extract that's a really potent detox ingredient in there. The spinach leaf extract is providing specific nutrients that can really help support the health of the liver. And within your body, the liver is the ultimate detox. So that is what's really going to help with any of the environmental stressors, the environmental toxins that you're accumulating in your body. We want to support and nourish that liver, and we're able to do that through Plexus Restore. So that's just a nutshell. So the order of ingredients is how we designed it. you can use some flexibility. You can use your best judgment. For a brand new person, I would say do it as is the first time through. And then maybe your second reset, your third reset, you can get a little bit more creative. Now, obviously, if there are things you need to avoid for certain reasons, I've had at least one or two people ask me about active and caffeine. And if you're somebody that doesn't do caffeine, or you just don't want to have active that late in the afternoon, you can always swap that. You could swap that with maybe hydrate in the morning. If you're trying to eliminate caffeine altogether, maybe have another stick of hydrate on hand, and then do hydrate along with the smart snack bar in the afternoon. Again, use it as listed the first time through, and then beyond that, kind of use your best judgment, flexibility, the timing. You'll find different people find different things. They have their own routine. So maybe they do the tomato herb soup at lunch and the collagen bone broth at dinner. Things like that are totally fine. You just want to be mindful of adding anything that has additional calories. So if somebody wants to keep their coffee in the morning, that's fine. Just make sure it's black coffee, or use a non-caloric sweetener. You don't want to use that coffee to transport whipped cream and syrup and all the other good stuff, because that's going to bump the calories way up. And the goal of the reset is to have reduced calories, but still providing optimal nutrition. So that's it in just a nutshell, Jen. And happy to do any follow-up or any other questions that you want me to expand on.
Well, and you said it was kind of you knew it would really be accepted by the Plexus community, but maybe not to the degree. Like, has this been like one of the greatest surprises? I mean, are you just so happy that it worked out the way it did?
So happy. And we knew people were going to enjoy it. We had great feedback. I know you were part of one of the early test groups that went through it, and we had multiple calls, and like just on the call, people were very positive and excited, but it's really exceeded our expectations. So we had a kind of an initial idea forecast, and we've exceeded that. So great things ahead, and maybe a little behind the scenes nugget for you and your team. We're already talking about next evolution. What can we do to improve the user experience? What can we do to maybe make things taste better, make things more easily to mix? So this isn't just a one and done. This is something that I think we're going to put a lot of resources behind, and just continue the evolution and make it as good as it is now. We think there's ways we can improve it.
Okay, so that led me to this question. I feel like with the popularity, it would allow us to think about potentially a vegan option or a vegetarian option. Is that something they talk about? You talk about?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the limitation would be, so we have the vegan lean shakes. That's an easy swap. The limitation would be on the soups. Both of the soups use collagen protein, and we find that just really provides it's a great source of protein. 20 grams of protein in a liquid soup is not easy to do. I mean, if you run down the store and buy a thing of Campbell's soup, you're not getting any protein, maybe 1 gram. So for us to get 20 grams of protein in a soup is a challenge. All collagen is derived from animal sources. So that would be the thing that's going to require just some creativity. How can we provide protein? Because protein is so important during the reset to support lean body tissue. How can we provide protein in a soup that still tastes good? So something we're talking about, something we're exploring. Really, it comes down to demand. So if the demand's there, we can do it.
And then the snack bar. Okay, so or if you can say this, what were the flavors in the test, like in the trial for the different snack bars?
We've tested a bunch of different flavors, and I think you were probably part of this group too. So initially we had the vanilla, the hint of matcha, and then we've also looked at a chocolate flavor, and we're exploring some other things down the road. We landed on vanilla matcha. We felt like that was the most consistent. It also gave a nice little break, because so many other of the products you're doing in the reset have that really have a higher level of sweetness. So whether it's the chocolate lean, whether it's the slim HC, the active, and we felt like the smart snack bar as vanilla with a hint of matcha really gives it a little bit different. It kind of breaks up the flavor. So not only is the chewing different than what you're doing throughout the day, just the flavor is a little bit different for some of the other products too.
Yeah, I feel like that's the one thing I would want, and everyone wants a la carte to be able to buy, but
sure,
one day down the road. Sarah Marbles.
Like I said, this is 1.0, so we got stuff in the back burner.
That's exciting. I always can tell when people are talking that they know something I don't know, so I'm watching your face. Sarah, are you on? I wanted you to share really quick how amazing the reset has been for your business and for you.
Absolutely. So first I have to say, Dr. Hartman, thank you so much for being here. I feel very special. And I wanted to also just give you a huge shout out, knowing that you have made yourself available, and like even just like the community huddle and being able to hear from you, and hear like, the stories behind why we're doing what we're doing at Plexus. So I have to let you know, I'm 11 and a half years in. I have been a part of every product launch, Plexus has had. This is genius, and this is my favorite. Like literally, my whole office is full of empty orange boxes because we just can't get enough over here. But I've done 5 now, and I just want you to know now, looking back, like this has been brilliant for my personal health and goals, and then as well as getting excited again with our business. When you've got a team that's 8, 9, 10 years old, this is bringing people back and getting new excitement for people who have never taken a look at Plexus, and it's mind-blowing to me. And you're doing something right when John Marble, my husband of 20 years, is doing this without me nagging, asking, or begging. He literally is on day 3 of his 3rd reset. I'm like, who are you right now? He has never felt better. He absolutely loves it. So huge shout out to you, everything that's going on at Plexus. We are just grateful and over the moon. And to have you behind this and knowing that we can hear from you and putting your face out there for everybody to learn from, it helps us to just trust the process and know that you guys have, the master plan. So thank you for everything, truly.
Oh, you're very welcome. I appreciate the kind words, Sarah. That's super kind of you. And we're all in this together, right? So I feel like what we can do on the corporate side is to support you guys in the field, and you guys, whether it's bringing on new customers or going out, having something to reach out to existing customers that maybe haven't ordered in a while is always something that is exciting too. So now you guys are equipped to go out and lead with strength from the field, and we're happy to support it.
Absolutely. And, just for me personally, I've been on the triplex. I take everything, and knowing that it was able to give me that next level of, breaking plateaus, addressing food issues. I never stopped taking any of my other supplements, but this truly has been something for me that helped that next level of what are the overall health and wellness goals. And I'm seeing the same with testimonies that are coming, from all of our customers. So thank you so much for all of that.
You're welcome. That's awesome.
So originally it said we could do it every quarter. And then I think we've moved into doing it monthly. I know that's pretty much what we're all doing, is doing it monthly. Is that something, doing it monthly is a great idea, right?
Yes, I fully support that. I feel like quarterly is sort of the minimum. It's not I feel like that is giving people just that time to reset every quarter. So once in the fall, once in the winter, once in the spring, once in the summer. For people that are really looking to use this as an aid for weight management. So weight loss is going to happen, but just even maintaining your weight throughout the course of the year is challenging, especially as we get older and life gets busy. So starting your month with the Plexus reset, day 1, 2, 3, I think is just a great strategy. It really lets you kind of just start new every month. Maintain your current routine, maintain a healthy lifestyle. Make sure you're making great food choices. Don't use day 4 as a reason to go down to Golden Corral and kind of make up for everything. But use the knowledge that you gained during the reset on portion control, the emphasis on protein and fiber. Continue that through the rest of the month, and then start next month with a reset. And I think people are going to be super pleased with the results.
I know I've learned a lot about protein. I thought, man, I probably not even ever had 70 grams of protein in a day. I really feel like that. So that's something I've been more conscious of. Okay, last question. If people have questions like, hey, where is the smart snack made? Or should somebody with this do the reset? What's a good way to, or where's a good place to go for that?
So just as an aside, we don't disclose our manufacturers. We have a great internal R&D team. We develop the formulas in-house. So we own all the formulas. And then contractually, we work with different organizations just to make sure that they are able to build it to our specifications. We don't disclose manufacturers because, as you guys know, supply chain now is a real issue. So if there's a hiccup somewhere along the way and we have to move that to another manufacturer, we have that flexibility. We own the formula. It's all of our intellectual property. The thing that everybody should recognize and understand is that we have a really rigid set of internal quality standards. So no matter who we're working with, what ingredients we're sourcing, it has to adhere to our internal policies. And it's something that unfortunately we can't open the books and show everybody, but we do full site inspections where we have internal staff that visits routinely and does audits of different manufacturers. Every time something is produced, we match up, we do testing, we send stuff off for third-party testing, we review the batch records. Everything is extremely buttoned up on that. But it's everything is made in the United States, so we have the ability to kind of bounce around and visit, inspect, audit, and then we do test on everything. Questions about certain ingredients, is that a good candidate? It really comes down to personal health history. So if you have access to somebody's, if you can reach out to, or the person can reach out to their personal physician, somebody that has knowledge of what's going on inside their body, that's always going to be the best choice. I would encourage everybody to try the Plexus Reset, so you have firsthand experience of what it's doing for you, and then you can pass that information along to people who are interested.
I know that people always ask that about, where is this made? Where is that made? And it's exciting that it's all here, that we can keep our eyes on it. All right. Well, this has been perfect and super exciting. We're all really, in fact, there's a gal on here. Her name's Lisa, and she went from, I think it was senior Ruby points to Emerald points in 1 month by going back to all of her previous people and getting them on to do the reset, which I think is just fabulous. That is
awesome. And you know what they say, success leaves clues, right? So everybody on the call, hopefully they took that note, right? Go back to all the people you've had contact with in the past. You have something new and exciting that really nobody else in the market has. So going out, leading with strength, I think is an exciting time.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Michael Hartman. We appreciate you. And we're going to go out there and start working right now. 45 minutes. I'm going to sell a gajillion resets. That's what we're here for. Thanks for hopping on. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Take care.
You too. Okay. So I always get excited when I hear about, because the products are what drive our company, right? And I remember having dinner with Alec one night, and it was really at the time when I had just hit Diamond. The opportunity had completely changed my life. It really had truly changed my life. And so I said to him, what are we? Are we an opportunity company, or are we about the products? Like, what are we? And he said, we will always be a product-driven company that has a really good opportunity. And that meant a lot to me, because if you've ever seen other companies, I know that I felt at times that people it really wasn't about the products. Like sometimes you don't even ever see them post about them. It's just opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. So it just makes me excited that we have products we can be so proud of, and that he seems really passionate about his work. So what we're going to do, I saw that there were some questions in here, but I didn't grab all of them. Some of them I feel like, to his point, is going to their doctor, going to their pharmacist, getting them to find the answers for themselves. Like, can you call your doctor and ask, what do they think about you doing a fasting, a nutritionally supported fast? Can you even imagine if that doctor got the literature for the reset, read through it, and then thought, this is actually a really cool concept, and it actually became something that they were interested in too? So here's what we're going to do for the next 40 minutes. We're going to do 100. This is our goal, 100 message blitz. Okay. Which is insane. Okay. Relationship building, happy Monday, follow up, going back to older people and asking if they want to do the reset. There are so many ways to message. You have 40 minutes. So clearly that's a lot of messages. What is that? 25 messages a minute? I don't know. Tell me how to do math. I'm terrible at this. Not a minute. 2.5 messages a minute. Is that right? We can do this. Let's just see who can get to the most, but not being weird and spammy. Okay. On your mark, get set, and put down any examples or wonderful things you're saying in the chat to help us out. Go.
Also, as far as messaging, really quick, Jennifer, just remember when you're sharing on your wall and stories, it doesn't matter that somebody's not liking or commenting. Because I had my pest control guy come this morning and he walked in and said, okay, tell me about this orange box. He had seen it places. So he left with information and he's going to go order.
Okay, a couple tips just to break up the monotony. I started this morning and I just going through my text messages. I literally just start scrolling and it jogs my memory. That's like a memory jogger. And then I also had a list of everyone that did the reset with me. And I have gone back to them all today. And I said, I've been meaning to ask you this. Tell me some of the things that have lasted for you from the reset. So they haven't done it for 3 weeks now, I guess. And so every one of them is telling me something, or they might say, actually, I feel like I've gone right back to it. And I'll say, okay, did you know that habits stick the more you do them? Is it possible that you need to do this again? I'll do it with you. So having that boldness to get them to do the reset again. Another girl, I did the reset and I post about it at my stories. And she says, okay, I'm just counting down the days till I can do it again. I'm saving up my money, getting people to want to do it more than once. And if you get any kickback of, well, if it worked that well, then why would you have to do it more than once? Like one and done. That's the whole idea that people come back with. I would say to them, it'd be really nice if I didn't live in a toxic world. Be really nice, but I'm constantly inundated all the time. Our bodies are always forever going to need support. Like this isn't utopia. We have to be able to detoxify, look at the protein content he was talking about, all of that. So just be prepared if someone does come back with that.
I think there's Jennifer Shea Jones, I think shared one. Just remember when you're getting as far as weight loss, if you don't need to lose weight, this is just taking your health to the next level. It's giving your GI system a chance to rest. It's giving you a really good protein. There's so many benefits to fasting and the cellular support and everything. So there's definitely wonderful, wonderful testimonies about people who have gained weight because it's the first time they were given ingredients that their body could absorb and utilize. So just my 2 cents on that. I think everybody needs the reset. Everybody and anybody can benefit from it, from the 3-day reset, in my opinion.
You know, I was just thinking about what he said about the fiber, the protein, what it does to the liver. And I was thinking how many people, whether you are at the appropriate weight or not, are that conscious, are really thinking that much about what they're doing and serving their body with. And so that alone, I've got a girlfriend that she's a trainer. I mean, she's ripped, like literally competes in competitions, and her digestive tract is a hot mess. And so she needed the reset for that reason alone. And so maybe just focusing on that. And in fact, that's a kind of a reminder to me and maybe to everybody here. Remember to talk about more than just the weight loss. Hey, Rebecca, are you able to unmute and just share really quick, kind of a little bit of your story? We only have 5 minutes, but I like that you shared that because you've been struggling. Or are you at work?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. If you're at work, don't worry about it.
Oh no, I quit my job.
Oh, well, hello, Rebecca. All right.
A lot's been going on. I know it's like, I quit my job without a job, but we have 5 minutes, so I'll just tell you I can put my, I'm in a ball cap because I'm at home.
No, you're fine.
So you can see me. So, okay. Hey, everybody. The reason I said that about the inflammation is because since I had COVID in 2020, I was diagnosed with a weird post-COVID anti-inflammatory disorder that attacked my major muscles. I had to see specialists at Cleveland Clinic, and the coolest thing they talked to me about was gut health, and that our products, they approved everything I take in Plexus were my saving grace. And then a lot of people, because I was in such great health to begin with, would have problems even walking. Sit there and cross your legs. I couldn't do that. I couldn't lift my legs. My major thigh muscles were not working, either biceps and triceps. Long story short, I'm in remission as of April. I had to go on prednisone, but she said ease is why I did not get moon face. And then, so eating clean, anti-inflammatory diet, ease. And then when we were at convention, first one ever, I loved it, by the way. I could never go because of my job, but I quit my job. So when they talked about how we need this reset, everybody needs one, I just, oh my gosh, it perked up because they're talking about cellular inflammation. Cellular inflammation is ridiculous. And with what had happened to me, they said I was in such great health, but whatever COVID did to me, I got through it. 3 months later, I'm a long hauler. Like, what is wrong with my legs? They won't work. Mike had to get me out of bed, not kidding. So they called it intraneuromuscular inflammation. And they put me in a long haulers group at Cleveland Clinic with a rheumatologist. Are you kidding me? And she's like, Rebecca, you're almost 58 years old and you're not on any meds. And I said, I want to keep it that way. I had to go on prednisone to bring the inflammatory markers down. So the reset also helps with inflammation, removing environmental toxins. Now, and then after I did it July 11th, I wasn't interested. I was, but wasn't in the weight loss. I lost 7 pounds and I have not gained it back. And it makes it so you want to eat cleaner and you're like, hey, I did that for 3 days. I am not going to put crap into my body. But in the week, sometimes it's hard because we were at Kelly's Island all weekend and woo, you're celebrating all weekend and it's hard, but then you just feel that much better. So the reset to me is huge. And that's what a lot of my friends are now coming to me like, all right, it's about environmental toxins, health benefits. I'm talking about that. And then I'm like, secondary weight loss, doesn't come back. I have not gained a pound back. Actually, I lost one more. So
I remember you went through a really, really rough time. And I mean, she was probably one of the greatest testimonies from using the products. And then when she got that, she started to struggle with, well, I forget what you called it, but it was just hard to watch. But for you to be able to come back, and I love that that is such an important part of the reset, is that it's doing things, the unexpected. So not just what you see, but what you don't see.
yeah, so now Mike would not do the reset with me at first. Then he saw my results. Now Mike's daughter Lauren's doing it right now. She's already lost 2 pounds. She's in day 2. And Mike's going to do it with me. And I'm doing it again. I'm going to do it every quarter. You just feel that much better. And I tell you, when we all have our health, we take it for granted, and I was 5 years in with Plexus and I was doing fantastic. And then COVID just woo. And like they said, my vitamin D dropped to 18. That's ridiculous. So if we can get healthy, stay healthy, thank God I was, because she said a lot of people would not have recovered like I did. And there were 10 others just like me, eating healthy, taking supplements. So I'm in this group of 10 other people at Cleveland Clinic. It's crazy. So that's why it was huge for me when the physicians talked about. Remember at convention, they talked about
Dr. Hartman. Yeah. Well, I'm grateful that you have that story. Thank you for sharing it. And I think people want to hear more about it. I don't know if you have that written up or anything, but maybe.
I should. I don't.
Okay.
I should.
Well, sometime if you do it, yeah, people would love that. And if you really real quick, by the way, thank you again, Rebecca, put how many messages you sent today on average, what you think, because I want to see here in the chat. And I like, Lori, that you said that it felt good to relationship build and share positivity, because for many of us, that becomes a monkey on our back. You're like, I should have messaged her. I should have checked in. Carol's message is perfect. I use that a lot just now. Like, it's been ages. We've let too much time go by. How are you? Look at that, 30, 24, 25. So if I were you, if you like a little healthy competition, try to get 100 today total. So, okay, so Pat's halfway through. And what's nice about this is it actually allows you to have increased activity for the rest of the week, because you still have these messages going on. All right, it's 11 o'clock. I will post this recording. Thanks again, Rebecca. Dr. Hartman's not on, but thanks, Dr. Hartman. And thanks to all of you for giving me your Monday morning. And I'll see you again on Wednesday.